Joining us now to take us through what it takes to survive as an SME during the lockdown is Mushfiqoh Samodien, the Business Director at Aspire Solutions. Good afternoon to you, and thank you so much for joining us. Well, tell us a bit about Aspire Solutions. What do you do, and how has the lockdown affected your daily operations?
Good afternoon. Hi there, good afternoon. Good afternoon to all the viewers as well. So at Aspire Solutions, we are currently an IT company that focuses on bespoke software development. So very much within the technology realm, but we operate as an SME. So currently, Aspire has chosen to start the well-being within time. We've had massive impacts based on the fact that clients have taken the approach to focus on the emergency services that's currently on the way during lockdown.
And speaking a bit about what you do, I mean, do you require for workers to come in to be able to do their jobs, or have they been able to continue from home?
So I think a lot of what would happen for not just ourselves at Aspire, but everywhere else, a small business is reliant on the team. A small business is exactly that. You comprise of either 4 to 9 people, 9 to 15 people. It means that your capability is not just defined by one defined role, but to operate and to produce, whether it be within technology, whether it be in production, you rely on each other as a team. So fundamentally, we've had an impact, however, within the technology space, and the advantage of being in the full IR space. As an example, we're able to do this broadcast as we currently are, is the fact that we are able to work remotely. It's purely the sanity and the impact and the staff well-being that we need to focus on to ensure that we remain productive.
Sure. And I'm sure it's a good time to be in the IT business as well, considering that, you know, many businesses will want to go digital. I mean, the whole world is looking at ways to make use of IT and make use of, you know, the digital sphere to continue doing business.
Correct. This is definitely something that is an advantage to anyone in the IT industry, anyone related to digitization. And fundamentally, with the spike in social media and the platforms that are being utilized to communicate with each other, all of this focuses within the technology realm, and definitely an advantage or an industry of advantage through such a trying time.
Sure. Mushfiqoh, tell us a bit about how you've managed to stay afloat during the lockdown. I think one of the things that I read about your company is that you've really prioritized the workers. Tell us a bit about that.
So how we've remained afloat is, I started off initially saying that it is our key focus was on the responsibility of awareness to our staff, and then more so the staff well-being. So again, reliance on the team that we have. The approach that we took was in essence EQ versus IQ. We focused on the emotional intelligence side of how is the staff member going to be impacted? What is his surroundings? What does he need to actually operate within the period that, you know, with the lockdown being this uncertain? Again, our company operates where we are able to work remotely, and we've got certain staff members that prior to lockdown was quite flexible at working 2 days a week from home, so on and so forth. However, we have, as an example, say we have bachelors and they stay on their own. How do we ensure that from a mindset perspective, they are strong enough, they are able to deal with what they are dealing with, they are away from their families, so on and so forth. So we focused on key things, and I can just summarize them for you and say, from an awareness perspective, ensure that they are aware of the requirements in relation to legislation. And then awareness of well-being of the mind, well-being, and ensuring that your staff is in a comfortable space. Assist them like we are going out there, and I mean, we've got so much aid from government to assist small businesses in various categories. Do to your staff. Do the check-in and see, you know what is your environment like? Are you able to get on Wi-Fi? Is it something that you have that's uncapped? All of those things play a part. So get them as comfortable as you possibly can. Another thing would be assurance. We need to ensure that we are constantly reminding our staff that we are in this together. A small business operates with not just the survival of what owners or directors define as the company output, but it's the reliance and survival of the job required for your staff member as well. So it's very much cylindrical within the small and medium business enterprising realm. You cannot just look at things from a top-down or bottoms-up approach like you would do in larger corporates. So the third one is gratitude. So with assurance and ensuring that they are comfortable, the fact that we have one another, it's the reminder to stay grateful for whatever is in front of you. Everyone, and we've seen this now, we see it on social media all the time, there are people that are in dire straits. And prior to this global pandemic, there were various countries that were struggling in its own right. So for us to be a part of this, gratitude is something that definitely plays a part, that helps your mind, it helps the brain process that something that's negative, there are positives within our own lives and we can be appreciative.
Sure.
And then lastly, it would be supporting COVID. And from a supporting COVID perspective, it's beyond me, and it's something that I've always lived by, and that is networks. Join forces. Competition is always ripe within the small business space. Join forces through these trying times. Partner with people that if you are able to take something through to 1, 5, and 7, fill in the blanks with another small business and join forces so that you are able to combat this together. So instead of competing with one another, right now let's join hands and support each other within the small business space. They are suffering, everyone is needing support. This is across industry, this is within every household. And from an IT perspective, again, all we can do is assist you with digitization. So whatever is out there, and if you are needing something where, your business had no element of technology, get in contact with us and we can guide you. There are so many foundations and so many small businesses within the digital space that is actually willing to assist, and that togetherness is what's going to make us survive.
I mean, Mushfiqoh, I hear what you're saying, but there's many small business owners out there who might be able to continue to operate under level 3 and haven't been able under level 4 and 5, who are saying, well, I want to make the most of being able to be back in business, looking after my employees is the least of my worries. Making money is what I need to be doing right now. What do you say to them?
What we can say to them is, you need to make money. You had a core business that you were focused on. Right now, during survival, find your passion. Focus on something that you are then able to do that maybe changes your business model. And we've seen this happening, where certain caterers of events are, instead of catering platters and, beautifully made up things, instead they're selling, and they've gone into relationships with suppliers on selling those goods, which food and produce would be an essential service. So it's thinking out of the box to kind of take away all the fuzz around what my business vision was, the mission was, and the ability, but more how I can be a part of everything and how I can enable someone else. So making money, yes, it's survival in every means globally. It's find your passion on what you can, find your passion to enable yourself and somebody else right now.